proud to be entrepinoy.
This portion is brought to you by Learn to Trade.
Good morning, business partners. So welcome to Entrep TV. I'm Jade, and today on our first episode of the year, we are very blessed to meet in person a very successful entrepreneur, an international speaker, and a philanthropist who is very passionate on helping others, especially here in the Philippines. Join me as I get to know more about Greg Secker. Hi, Greg. So how has your stay here in the Philippines so far?
It's been very, very busy. As you can see, we are in the building that we just turned into a big trading floor and training center, so it's been a busy time.
Well, we all know that Greg Secker is an entrepreneur, an international speaker, and a philanthropist. Who is Greg Secker before you became Greg Secker?
Right, the Greg before the Greg. Well, before I got into all of this craziness, I was a student doing veterinary studies, and my job post-university was an IT guy. I was an IT guy on one of the largest, most prolific currency trading floors in London. So I got very close to who was probably one of the #1 currency traders of the world at that time. And so it was kind of serendipity in some ways, because I was learning a skill I didn't know I was going to be learning. I hadn't done economics. And I think when you're in their environment, you pick up nearly by osmosis what those things are. And so that's what happened to me. And so then I went from there and started trading my own accounts.
Sir Greg, from that story, what do you think is your secret to success?
Probably many things in my backsack that I've had to collect along the way, but I think one of the most important ones is not giving up. For example, you learn the word plagiarism at school, which means cheating. You're not allowed to cheat at school. If you're in a maths class and you're not very good at maths, but the guy sitting next to you is good at maths, you're not allowed to copy him. Well, it's because it's called cheating. But in business, if the guy, your competitor, has figured out how to crack the code and make the money, if you don't copy him, you're going to go out of business. So some of the rules are different, and I think at school you're taught if you don't get the pass mark, you fail. Whereas in life, you don't fail if you get it wrong. In life, you fail if you stop.
You know what, for me, success is not measured by what you have, but instead it's measured on how many lives you've changed. But in your point of view, what is your inspiration in building this foundation called Greg Secker Foundation?
The Greg Secker Foundation is a foundation I set up 7 years ago. And the idea was originally, I set up a program called the Global Youth Leadership Summit. I'm a father of 3, so I have an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a daughter who's nearly 4, who's going on about 10, because she rules the house. I've always felt that the traditional national curriculum has, in some ways, let children down. Then Typhoon Haiyan hit in 2013 on November the 8th, which is coincidentally my son's birthday. So I said, well, I think we should try and do something about that. So I picked up the phone to my charity CEO and I said, we've got to go and help in the Philippines, where we can go out and make a difference because we can, and if we can, we should. So we built these 2 homes, and then I revisited the area in the Philippines. It's called Lemery, which is just outside of Iloilo. Yeah, and we looked at the area and we still saw that after a year of building these homes, the region hadn't really progressed. So we took a dustbin lid, literally, and we drew a circle on a map and we said, right, everyone who lives here gets a house. So that was 458 people, 100 homes. We really wanted these people to not just survive, but really thrive.
Why are you very passionate about Filipinos? I mean, why here in the Philippines?
I find the Filipino people are very humble, very warm, the kind of people who will do anything for you.
Well, aside from the foundation, I've also heard about this Learn to Trade. I mean, this is also conducted here in the Philippines. Could you share us a bit about the advantage and benefits of attending this work?
When I set up Learn to Trade about 15 years ago, I went from a guy earning nothing to having hundreds of millions of pounds in my bank. Everyone wanted to know how I did it, and I told them. Of the people I told, the ones that really paid attention went on to do very similar things. In fact, a lot of the people I trained in the early days now work as traders on my trading floors. And so we started launching Learn to Trade as a business nearly 15 years ago. So what people are learning in there right now, specifically, is which currencies they should buy, when they should sell, how to keep the risk low, and really how to turn it into a business.
Please do invite our viewers.
Yeah, if you want to attend one of our seminars, and we're running a series of seminars all over the Philippines currently, and we're doing them complimentary, so they're completely free. they have to go to www.learntotrade.com.ph. We won't be running these complimentary seminars forever, so I suggest people get on the website, sign themselves up, come along and see if it's for them.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.